I would probably say that by 2010, 11, it became standard practice to track these, not just generations of churches, not just for the element of vision casting down the page to multiplication, but also in the stewardship of that epistle ministry, even as Paul wrote back to a Corinthian church or a Galatian church and really wrestled with the expectation Christ held for the church, that these church functions revolutionized the way we thought about coaching. We saw several different benefits. When we actually began to map generations and actually began to track church functions right out of Acts chapter 2, not only did we see and it transformed our vision to go down the page generationally, was to truly to multiply for the first time. But for that matter, we also saw just a redefinition of success. Even our tracking or our reporting on where is the kingdom expanding, instead of just tracking, reporting numbers of baptisms or new church starts, suddenly, through the tracking of these functions, we were able to say and celebrate the release of a practice and authority for Lord's Supper, the recognition of identity or even local leaders downstream and across generations of churches. Suddenly, church function and the advance of church function in Christ's expectation became success for us. That was it opened up a whole different window of things we might be able to celebrate, even as disciples, almost in alignment with an epistle ministry, began to live out all the expectations of Christ in each generation. The third great benefit for us was that as we tracked function down a generational stream, we recognized very quickly and even visually across any language we might encounter, whatever was lacking was not a failure, it was simply a next step. So if we tracked a single element across generations, or for that matter, tracked in a single generation all the elements, whatever was missing, be it giving or for that matter, worship or prayer or the teaching of the word in local authority, whatever was missing became the next step. So it revolutionized our coaching. It allowed us to really hit the nail on the head regarding church function for each generation, even among churches like Colossae, even among generations in our own fields that we could not attend personally. I think those probably the three major benefits, the three things we took away, and how each one of them, in vision, in accountability, and even in matter of defining success or coaching, allowed us to be far more precise across generations of churches.